Hi, I'm Guy Erickson, President and CEO of the Peoria Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to Chamber Connections. Today, I've kind of got a special guest with me today. First of all, I'm going to introduce Pat Diamede, who is the board chairman of our Chamber Board of Directors, but he also works with Homeowners Financial Group, a mortgage company here in Peoria, and helps quite a few people that are buying and selling homes here in the market. So, hi, Pat. Nice to see you.
Hi, Guy. How are you?
Very good, very good. So, give us a little overview of Pat Diamede.
So, I moved here to sunny Arizona in 2005, and I opened up a branch of a mortgage company. And of course, we know that I survived the 2008 debacle, and here I am today, still in the business 23 years later.
Well, given the fact that you survived that debacle with all of the different people who chose to get into the mortgage business at that time, during those years, I had a friend who was a landscaper who decided to become a mortgage broker. So that kind of tells you what led to that debacle, isn't it? So, well, that's pretty fantastic. So tell us a little bit more. Any special requirements to be in your industry? You got any special licenses? What does it take today to be protected?
Well, you know, one of the end results of the mortgage debacle is in 2010, they went to federal licensing and state licensing. So now when dealing with mortgage bankers, you are dealing with a licensed professional who is required to do some preliminary education along with 8 hours of continuing ed every year. And that's kind of interesting because I started my career in Illinois, and Illinois decided in 2003 to go to licensing. And licensing really thinned the herd out. It got rid of the people that, I always like to talk about the guy standing under the bridge on 51 in Indian School holding a sign that said, I do mortgages, I sell real estate. And really what licensing did is it got rid of those people. It got rid of felons, it got rid of people that just didn't have the right background to do this. It got rid of deadbeat parents and tax evaders. So we really thinned the herd by going to licensing. And a bunch of good professionals out there.
Sounds good. I know back when we were having all the problems, you had a lot of people who were getting into houses that were completely over their head that they couldn't afford. Do we have special credit requirements now that people have to meet in order to be able to get into these homes?
We do. We're asking a little bit more than whether you woke up this morning and can breathe. Those were pretty interesting times. There was a lot of programs out there open up to first-time home buyers that maybe should never have been opened up to first-time home buyers. And those are payment choice, adjustable rate mortgages. All of those products that got the industry in trouble, those products are all gone. And now it's just a recovery time. And the market has recovered. And we are opening up the door to credit. And we're realizing that some of the people that have credit that survived that, their credit might not be stellar because they experienced some issues with 2008. It wasn't only housing, but the whole economy collapsed. It was pretty tough.
I don't know anybody that wasn't affected by that, in any business or their home or things of that nature. I mean, pretty much unless your home was paid off, you were running into a problem with it. So are there multiple types of mortgage loans?
Yes, yes. In fact, there are. You have your traditional mortgages, we'll call them conforming, which are backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Those are the people that set the rules. And then you have a government mortgage, FHA. FHA, the market is, a majority of the market is under the impression that an FHA mortgage is only open to first-time home buyers. That's just not true. FHA is a low down payment program, 3.5% down. There's some other programs that go along, coupled with FHA, that will give eligible folks the opportunity to get a grant to buy a house. And then you have VA mortgages, which are open to all veterans, which again, another misconception is that you can only use your veteran mortgage once it's one and done. And that's, again, just not true. If you go above a certain level, which is $417,000, that mortgage is called a jumbo mortgage. Those got really, really tight where they weren't issuing any mortgage approvals above $417,000 unless you were putting a lot of money down. And those rules have now all backed off. Where lending is, we're actually assessing risk by going through the underwriting process and granting people mortgages.
You consider yourself an expert in any of these areas?
I like to take expert and spell it out just a little bit. I'm an Army veteran. I spent 20 years in the Army. So as opposed to an expertise, I have a passion. And when you have a passion for what you do, it's not work. So I'll give, as many of you know, we ask our veterans to do a whole lot. And their credit is one of the first things that suffers because they're away, they don't have access to mail, their life is in turmoil. So I have a passion for veterans. I would tell you that a VA loan, I'll walk an extra mile for a veteran. I'll help a veteran fix credit. I'll help them use it a second time. There's a lot of innuendos associated with the VA loan that people don't know. People say, I already have one house VA. Can you buy another one house using your VA? Yes, yes you can. And people just don't know. So my passion as a veteran, I believe in giving back, and that comes from the heart, and that's never work.
So how do I even find Homeowners Financial Group? If I'm looking for a mortgage, does my realtor send me to you, or do I look you up in a phone book, or do I shop the internet for? Obviously, you can't control the rates. So
No.
what is it why do I call you over somebody else?
Well, I'm involved in a 100% referral-based business, and many, many realtors refer me. And if you Google, of course, if you go to the Peoria website, there's my plug for Peoria, but if you go to the website, you'll find me. You'll find me in a couple of different places. But I've been involved in a 100% referral-based business for 23 years. And people refer me because they can call me and I'm going to answer their question. And there's nothing wrong with being brutally honest. Everybody, you might not be able to buy a home today, but maybe tomorrow. And if your realtor refers you to me, we'll get you ready for next year if it takes a year to get you fixed.
Sounds good, Pat. Well, thanks for joining us today on Chamber Connections. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. If you want any additional information on Homeowners Financial Group or the Peoria Chamber of Commerce, visit our website at www.peoriachamber.com. Hit the directory and you'll find information about Pat and his company, or you can just check out the rest of our website for upcoming events and features going on. Thank you. Until next time.